I do only have one audio thing. It should be running. But in fact, I can check.
Oh, hang on, live just come up.
Yeah.
Create thumbnail in Photoshop. Oh, there.
Oh yeah, it is up. Hold on, because I can actually watch it as well. I can watch me in it, moving around. You're also going to be in this as well because you're on the phone. Hey, it is running. Hold on. Can I say something? Hello. Okay, beautiful. Oh yeah, and I can actually see the chat. Nice. Okay. Anyway, right, I'll come off the phone with you because I know you're going to get all shy about this. But yeah, you can chat in chat, I suppose. Can I? Can I? I don't know if I can write back. Oh well, I can always just respond to you. But anyway, right, I'll go get started. Chat to you in a bit. Hello. Right, we are going to be creating a thumbnail. So I was just chatting to the Ron on the phone. But we're going to be creating a thumbnail and we're going to be editing this video.
Welcome.
Okay.
Robot Wars!
Yeah, so if you're here, you're going to see some, like, some little pre-things before we go. Let me just have a look at filters for the audio. Give me 1 second. In fact, you can see what I'm doing. Hold on. Whoop. Is there any compressor? Noise gate, noise suppression. Maybe noise suppression. What do we have? Maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. Now you can't hear my washing machine. Well, you can when I speak, but other than that, it's fine. Cool. That's now added.
Okay. Sorry, that's probably massively loud for you lot.
Okay. Okay, right. So yeah, we do what we normally do. We open up Premiere. Hi. Yeah, I always like to do the video recording, the editing for that first, because it makes me watch the video anyway, and then I can just pick a part out, and that's what I use for my thumbnail. If so, if you look, the background in this, it's all fire, and I'm not being edgy, but it's actually one of my other thumbnails, which is quite fun because then I can actually go onto it and I can change it around. So next one, next one, next one. See? Oh, right. Yeah, maybe we use that as the background for now. Anyway, just while Premiere was opening up, let's have a little look and see what we can get. Yeah, because I don't think we actually need the bottom part of this. Okay, so we create a new project. Well, I'm in Premiere Pro 2022. We are just going to leave it as untitled. This is the part where you actually pick the videos that are going to be inside your project. So I'm just going to pick the first one. It's 20 minutes long and it was recorded on this date. I don't usually change the names too much because if you keep the names like they are when they get recorded, then when you either hit name at the top or you hit creation date, they both come up at the same scale. But it's always year, month, day, and then hour, minute, second. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm only having one in this. If you wanted to add multiple videos together, you just tick however many and then you just go for it. I have already had one of these. This isn't the best way to do it, but it is a way, so I'm just replacing it. Because if I need to change it later, I can. Cool. We're getting started. It's uploading. Okay. Lovely. So as you can see, it's still loading down here. Let me do that. Yeah, so it's still loading down here, so it won't show you the things that you actually want to see, like the audio, because this is the audio levels, and then that's your actual video. So if these two go out of sync in any way, that's when you get like talking and no sound comes out. Okay, so our audio levels, if I play it, if I zoom in a little bit. So if I play it, and generally,
Hello. Hold on. So, welcome everyone. Hold on. So, welcome everyone. Howdy doody.
yeah, so generally we want the audio levels to be way up, like way up here, because people can always turn down their volume, but if it gets to 100%, they can't turn it up. It's dependent whether I keep the start of this in. I do like to keep the starts of a lot of stuff in.
Welcome to Robot Wars. Okay. Sorry, that's probably massively loud for you lot. But here we go. If you haven't played Robot Wars before,
Okay. Just to sort of go through how Premiere Pro works, you have... Oh, Jesus. Oh, you can slide through. Even stuff I don't know. But you've got everything that your product is made up of. Okay, so mine's this. Mine's taking in this video and it's producing this one. And at the moment, they look the same. I like to keep it in just the default settings, so as then when you actually load it up to like... If you get a new computer and stuff like that, you don't want to load a customized settings, because as soon as you load it up, it's going to look completely different and it's going to take you ages to figure it out. Better to just learn the base model and then see how it all goes. You can check all your media and stuff like that. I generally don't use that tab all of that much. I more use the effects. These effects are everything that you can put on to this, to these two. You've got your audio and your video, and then these are basically all of the effects for that. From reducing noise to increasing the volume to transitions to what have you. Okay, in the middle here, you've got a select. So this is what your mouse cursor is doing. So you've got your select, you have your select multiple. And if you click that, it will highlight both streams. If you hold shift, it will then only connect one, whichever one you click on, and it will go that way. So if you've got stuff before your mouse marker, like if I'm clicking here, and I've got stuff before this, it won't be connected. If it's a cutscene, it won't be connected. You got the ripple tool, no idea. The snip tool, no idea. The razor is really the only other one that I use. Okay, razor is pretty much if I find something that's a little bit too loud, these are the zoom in tools, so zoom in and zoom out. And then you can like shift it left and right. I'm going to zoom way in at the start. So if you look at these like high spikes, I want to know what they are. Because when we turn the volume up, these are going to blow your speakers. So
Robot Wars. Okay.
right there. So this little peak here, this one, is a little bit too high for when we increase the volume, because it's just going to max it out. So we're just going to cut that. I hate it when it does that. Okay, right. So we're just going to cut this, and you see it's made like a little cut there. If you cut something and you get it wrong, if you cut like there, if you hit Control Z, it'll just undo it. But you don't want these like random huge peaks. Okay? Because, like I said, you want most of your volume to be somewhat the same the whole way through. So I'm going to grab this, go audio gain. This just basically adds volume to what you're doing. So if this is like a really high peak and everything else is quite quiet, this will blow a speaker. So you can actually add, it adds a certain amount of volume. But you can also minus, you can do like -5, and then it will add -5 volume to it, which means it will take it away. So if I do that, and then have a look at it again, as you can see, now the peak is lower. That's sort of what you're going for when you're doing this sort of stuff. So if I come over here, for instance, there's another quite a large peak here. And there's another one there. So we can grab this. We can go bop. Right, when it snaps like this and you can't quite get close enough to it, you can just zoom in a little further. And then that gives you more space, and then you can hit it. So then you click on it again, you go right click, audio gain -5, boop, and then that's pretty good. I'm not going to worry about that one too much. That one didn't seem too bad. And then if you hit space, that's what plays.
Okay.
Let's have a
Sorry,
quick
that's
look.
probably massively.
So these ones all look fine. There's some high volume things over here. Again, you see these like little peaks. See these?
Random it is. Okay.
Cool. And that was generally probably because I was a little bit close to the microphone. So we pause, we grab this whole bit, and then we right click. It's just the same thing over and over again. -5. I find -5 to be like a good medium. If it's really high, go -10. If it's not that high, but you're being really finicky with it, then do like -3, -4. And then again, you can go up that way as well. So you can go up by 10, or you can go up by 5 or 7. Or
Here we go. I'm super excited. Oh,
you can tell I like this game because I was super loud just before playing. Okay, right. We're gonna reduce the volume on this. You can also cut them and do it all in like a big hit. You can just cut them and then leave them and then just move on and on and on. And then if you hold, I think it's shift. If you hold shift, you can connect 2 of them, and then you can right click and do it on that, and it will take both of them. We're not going to do that because I find if you do that, you lose where you were. So there's another peak here.
and I'm gonna take you for a.
No, apparently I'm taking you somewhere. I don't know. I'm always sort of a bit hype when I start doing this. So there
And meh.
you go. There's a hype. There's a hype. There's a high point there. But again, like, you might listen to me ramble a little bit as I go through it. But if we just keep doing this and then keep going over it, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Don't leave it running as well, because then if you try and scroll away,
Oh my God,
it
I used
doesn't
to
let you.
adore this show.
Sick. Right. Moving on, kind of swiftly. It all looks pretty good. Not looking bad. This looks a little high. Let's
Okay,
hit
right.
space.
So we didn't save, so that didn't happen. Alright? Alright.
Cool. Right. I'm just going to cut that little bit out. I'm going to make that a little bit quieter. Again, like I said, -5, good medium. -10 if it's really, really loud. If you accidentally lean too far forwards on the microphone. And then like -3 if it's just a little bit too much.
But yeah, so.
I really do enjoy the but yeah. That's fine. So yeah, so this is the boring part of it. You just keep doing like -5 or what have you. You keep going over, you iterate through,
But yeah, so.
make it all somewhat the same, it says. Again, I have no idea if this is actually the right way to do it, but it is a way. And like I said, what we'll do is we'll make all of these roughly the same. We always want them sort of between 12 and 24. Excuse me. And then we're going to increase the entirety. So we'll stitch it all back together and then we'll increase it all by X amount, probably by like 10. So it's really loud because like I said, people on YouTube can lower the volume, but once it gets to max, they can't make it any louder. So that's sort of the issue that you're fighting with. And that's why most people on YouTube are actually quite loud and you have to turn them down on your phone. You never sort of realize it, but that's why.
This has gone. This is off to a great start, party people. Oh.
Okay,
no.
that part's good.
Oh no.
Okay, that part's too loud because I was too excited.
Oh no.
Okay, right. So this part here. Again, this is basically it, and it gives you a decent sort of understanding of how it all works. Okay, so this one looks a bit loud.
Complete journey.
Yep, way too loud. Doot, doot. How's everyone's day going? -5. Sick.
Sorry, you're coming on a complete journey with me.
Maybe a little bit lower. So you can also stack this. It's not like you're just setting that one area to -5. It's that one area has a value, and then you're minusing 5 from it, and then that's the new value. So if I put in -5 again, it would actually be -10 from the original. So for this time, it's loud, but it's not hugely loud. So I'm just going to add -3 to it. And now it's not going to be way up on the 12. It's going to be,
Sorry, you're coming on a complete journey.
see, like quite a lot lower. So let's keep going, keep going. Is there any more huge peaks?
Sorry, I was having a drink and then I got a bit delayed by dancing. Give me a second.
Okay, we're all good there.
Robot. Hold on, this might be the thing that we...
No, hold on, give me a second.
Hold on, this might be the thing that we...
Sick, okay. Right, so that is a little bit too loud. Again, it's clipping there, so we're just going to increase the width of it. Yeah, just to let you know as well, I am off work today because I have a really bad back. But I can still sit and lean here. I just can't do it for very long. So this might only be like a sort of hour or two stream whilst I'm doing my washing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So
Let's have a little look. I think we're pretty much good. We've got,
saving, because I want Pancake to succeed.
Okay, right. We're just going to get rid of that bit because I'm a little bit too loud there. -5. Okay, so once you get all your audio levels roughly where you want them.
You know what? You're going to have to come back for Pancake's first fight. I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
That stop. You see I didn't stop it quick enough and then I've missed it all. But if I zoom this out, you zoom it out just by touching the little circle button here and you can zoom it out. It's just how much you're actually seeing. So I want that very end bit. Why you do this to me? Okay. Okay, let's make this a little wider.
The Pancake's first.
No, I need to make this a little wider. Okay, right, so we were here.
Pancake's first fight. I will catch you on the next.
Okay, yeah, so that whole area is a bit loud. So from there to here somewhere. You have to be a little bit careful when you're reducing audio because if you have something that's sort of quiet in the middle, you won't hear it after a certain point and it will just disappear completely. So this is why I always do sort of steps of 5.
I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
That can be loud because, why not? Right, so let's join all of this back together. So if we zoom out. Now this is what I meant when I said that if you click too far up, it will change what you're actually highlighting. And again, sometimes it'll just do that as well, which is good, saves you progress. So we only want the audio. So we hold shift. We come way at the start. There, that highlights everything. We can right click. We nest it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to join all of the audio clips back together. So then when I up the volume, I don't have to go through and do it individually and I don't have to keep highlighting it. It just stops me missing stuff. So we're going to nest it all. Sure. There we go. So now it's all gone green. We could do it here, but what you actually want to do, I can't remember which one. I think it's render and replace. Yeah, because this just, when you nest it, it's like a blueprint of what it should be like. When you actually render and replace, it creates the new audio in the right place. That's what you want. Have a little look. Cool. Right, so it's now rendered it, it's replaced it, so now it's all there, and then I can do stuff with it. Okay, and then you can restore unrendered if you need to and stuff like that. So now
Hello. Hold on. Hold on.
I want all of this.
Welcome everyone. Hold on. So welcome everyone. Howdy doody.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're just going to cut that bit off. I think we'll cut up to a point where we say howdy doody off. So then it's just howdy doody.
Jesus.
Then I think howdy doody is there.
Howdy doody.
Yeah. Okay, so then we just cut this all up at the same height. We highlight these 2 bits, and then we can just hit delete, and that'll get rid of them. We can then highlight these 2 bits. We can just drag them back to like 0. So then, when we go back to the start,
Howdy doody.
it's now gone.
Jesus. Welcome to Robot Wars. Brr, brr, brr.
Might get rid of the Jesus as well. Yeah, so we can just go welcome to Robot Wars. So that's there and there. So again, they're highlighted. We can just hit delete. No, we can't. Now we can hit delete. We click on this one. We hold shift. We click on that one. We drag it back. Go back to the beginning.
Welcome to Robot Wars. Brr, brr, brr. Okay.
Beautiful.
Sorry, that's probably massively loud for you lot.
Beautiful. Okay, right. YouTube, the best sort of video ratio for YouTube is sort of, I think it's 1280 by 7. What am I set to? I did research all of this. Yeah, 1280 by 720, or a vertical 16. It's a ratio of 16 to 9. Okay, so it's 16 wide by 9 up. That's what you want to set your OBS recording to, because if not, then you're going to have to do it on here, and then you're going to have to clip off some borders later on. Make sure your OBS is set to that when it outputs the recording, the video file, because then you can stick it into this and you don't have to do any like post-processing stuff. Okay, so you don't get any like borders here or here, and I'm not like squished in, and then don't have to stretch it out and it makes me look weird. Okay, that's what we're going for. We are going to add some stuff here. So, like I said, you'll get it at the start and it'll all look like this. Okay, that'll be blue, but it'll all look like that. It's just that I've changed this. So we're going to add some audio effects. So we're going to go effects. We want to add probably an equalizer to the sound, because my microphone is quite high pitched when it records. It records mostly high pitched stuff, and it sort of doesn't have that lower range all that much. So we're going to go audio effects. I'm going to add an equalizer. This is just how intense you want the equalizer to be and how much control. So you have 10 band, you have 20 band, you have 30 bands. I'm going to go 10, and I'll show you what I mean. So highlight that, drag it onto your audio, whichever one you want. You can have multiple audio tracks, but drag it on. That's already added the equalizer to it. And then when we hit edit, this is what we get. So this is just a random window. You can drag that to wherever. So I'm going to start this back here. These are all of the hertz that it's picking up. My microphone picks up a lot of these like 3/4. So they're going to be the ones that really control it. But I'm probably going to up the lower frequency stuff and then down the higher frequency stuff, just to make it sound more like what I think I sound like in person. So we hit play.
Welcome to Robot Wars. Brr, brr, brr.
So let's start messing with this.
Sorry, that's probably massively loud for you lot.
So you hear that one. There's a huge change there.
If you haven't played Robot Wars before, you're about to have a whale of a time, and I feel like this one is going to go on for a bit, so buckle in, buddos.
Right.
Da, 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 da.
And then
It's basically
we're going to
just
reduce the
doesn't
volume.
show anything. You're not.
Yes, then we're going to reduce the volume of the higher pitch sounds. I'm actually going to make those all a little bit lower. So then when I hit play,
Not missing much. 2001 people.
it sounds like I'm underwater. I'm also old apparently.
Right.
So we'll turn
We
this
are
back
gonna
up a little bit.
create one. Let's call ourselves. Oh, it's gonna take a while.
Okay.
Randoom. Okay, Randoom it is. Okay. Yes, we're gonna save because you have to create save games and stuff before you even enter the game on these ones. But here we go. I'm super excited. Full transparency. I did play this like 2 days ago, and I recorded it, and the audio
There you go,
sounded
so-
terrible. So
I think that sounds a lot better. It's not as high pitched. It's much easier on the ears. So let's go with that.
doing it
And
again.
we can
I'm
check.
gonna take you for a
We can check by turning this on and off. So you see this little on-off button? If I run the audio, so it's working at the moment.
journey. We're just gonna get straight into it. We're going professional.
And now it's
We're
not.
gonna fight into people. We're
And
gonna
now
do
it
some
is.
stuff. Gonna
And
play
now
some
it's not.
bots, but right at the start, we're just gonna.
I'm
take
in
it
your head.
Nice and simple with the little default bot. It's gonna be.
I'm on a
glorious.
Zoom call. Okay, that's what it sounds like. So that's what we go with.
Quality stuff is okay. I might actually just up. Actually,
Cool. If you have multiple audio inputs to a video file, to like an MP4, it will condense it down into one audio track like this. It is then very hard to split those audio tracks up, and it will never do it perfectly. Your best bet is to only have one audio input per source. So you have one audio input from your computer, you have one audio input from your voice, and then that should really be it, unless you've got another external like audio thing. Okay. If you have multiple, you'll get a lot of reverb, and then you're gonna have to do a lot of post-processing, which is what this is. This is all known as post-processing, and then it's all gonna go wrong. Okay, it will never sound perfectly. You're better off doing as much as you can in the recording stage, so then when you get to the post-processing stage, the editing stage, things like that, it's minimal. Okay, you're just doing tiny little things just to make it sound better. Now, because we've been using the equalizer, that has changed some of our values, some of our audio values. You see, some of these are actually a lot more loud than they were. Okay, and you'll notice, if you look over here,
no, we'll keep the sound somewhat.
some of them are lower,
No. Over there. I can't really show you very much.
some of them are like middling. Generally, when you add like an audio thing, if I click on this, so whenever you add something to the audio, any of these, it will generally make it slightly quieter. So it's better to equalize all the audio first, add all your stuff in, and then at the end, deal with the overall volume of it. So this is what we're going to do now. So now that this is all one big audio track again, I can right click, I can add audio, I can adjust the audio by, and this time I can highlight the whole thing and I can just do by 5. Because our finished audio, we want it to sort of bounce around between these two. Okay? I did used to try and not let it max out, but it's not a huge problem if it does.
I can't really remember how to do this. Oh, okay. So you hit forwards. Oh god, he's gonna do so much damage with that. No. Oh Jesus Christ! Stop! Get off! Help!
Okay, I'm not enjoying this black line here, so we might stretch that out. Might crop that bit off. If I just keep going. Yes, there's a black line here. You see that? I don't like that. So we're going to make this all small again. This will be a video effect thing because I just want to crop that bit out, maybe stretch it. So we go video effects. There will be, you can add like color, blur, sharpen, adjust. You can do all of this stuff. Everything that you kind of want to do will be in here somewhere. Noise and gain, so how sort of clear or how messy it is. You can stylize it. You can add like a filter. What we want to do, I think is transform. Yeah, transform and crop. Okay, let's add a crop in. So you highlight it, you drag it onto your video, and then you're there. Now we can zoom, we can stretch, we can do some stuff. So I just want the left. Okay, maybe not then. Maybe we zoom just a bit. Didn't help. Okay. Huh. Okay, you know what? Then we don't use a crop. Then instead, you can flip horizontal and vertical. Let's have a look. Transition. No, I don't really want transition. Could be fun, but I don't really want it right now. Image control? No. Distort. There we go. We want distort. Distort is how you stretch. Okay. When you're on, sorry, I'm sitting like an absolute degenerate. No wonder my back's bad. When you're on it, when you're on a picture, say in Word or something like that, and you grab the like one of the sides and you stretch that out, or you drag one of the corners and you make it bigger and smaller, that's distorting. Okay, and you've got corner pins, you've got left, right, whatever. Whatever. We believe it's magnified. Oh, transform. Hold on, this might be it. Transform. Let's remove that crop, actually. If you want to remove anything that's up here, if you highlight whatever you're on, whatever you're trying to work on, so if you're on your audio, it shows all your audio. If you're on the video, it shows all the video that you've added to it, all the effects that you've added to it. If you don't like one, you can just right-click, you can clear it, and then it's gone. Okay? You see it sort of move and do funky stuff. So if we then add a transform, here we are. Opacity, anchor point, position. Ooh. Aha, right. So we're just going to move this more into the middle. Scale, skew, what have you. You might have to come on a bit of a journey with me to figure out how to stretch it. Uniform scale. What if I don't want uniform scale? Ah, here we go. Right. So I can turn off uniform scale. So uniform scale basically keeps the picture of one certain size. And then if you want it to sort of stretch non-uniformly, so if you want it more wide or more tall, that's a non-uniform scale. So then we can stretch the height. Because at the moment, the scale's at the height scaling is at 100% and the width scaling is at 100%. I actually want that to be a little bit more. So we stretch it. So you don't want to stretch it too far, because if you stretch it too far, just trying to see if that is correct. Yeah, if you stretch it too far, it makes you too wide. It makes the whole image too wide. More professional setups, just by the way, will have a camera recording the person. They'll have a camera recording the person. They'll then have a camera or like a virtual cam in OBS recording the screen. They'll then sort of go on and they'll have a microphone that is just a recording from a microphone. So they'll have it in all separate files, and then they'll add them all here and they'll line them all up, and that's why it looks really professional, and that's why mine's like a little bit washed out and a little bit weird, because I'm doing it the easiest way, not the best way, because the best way costs a lot of money and you need a lot of like space on your computers. You need good processors, good graphics cards, things like that. Everything that basically a professional streamer would have, but you yourself might not. So this is where we change some stuff. So we've done it now. It looks good. Yes, I'm quite happy with that. If I hit play, I might make it a little bit louder. Again, err on the side of loud. Okay, just in life, if you don't know what to do, be loud. 5, cool.
Of this game. Oh, there's Secure Lock. Look at that pixelated son of... Oh, just look at him. Okay, so we're right over the other side. Way over there.
See,
I can't
with
really
this.
show you very much. I can't really remember how to do this. Oh, okay. So you hit forwards. Oh, God. He's going to do so much damage with that. No. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cool. So it's really loud. For me, it's really loud. On your phone, it won't be. Okay, and most people watch this stuff on their phone at the moment, or on a tablet, or on the TV. You can turn down the volume on a TV. Your phone only has a certain amount. Okay? Your phone only has a maximum of a certain amount. I might actually reduce it just by like 2.
Stop. Get off.
You want it to be as close as you can up here. You want it to be as close as you can there, whilst hitting a minimum number of red lines. Because when you hit a red line, it'll actually bounce you down a little bit. So you don't want that. But I think this is actually pretty good. This is what we sort of go for. I'm just going to have a look at some of the other audio effects just to see if I can make it sound any better.
Get off.
Um,
Help. Whoever you are, help.
Noise reduction. We might end up taking
Why
off some
is there
noise.
Such a thing. Oh my God, they're gonna absolutely ruin me. Get off. The only chance I've really got, I think, is a house robot. Get off. Get away. Oh my God, I'm so dead.
Let's have a
Oh my God,
listen.
I'm just pinned against the wall. I'm trying to like nab him with the... Stop going for me. Bash, really? Yes, bash. Okay, right, I am not really fast enough to do anything particular. Cool. So we need to make some changes, it would turn out, doesn't it?
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, that was good to know. We got annihilated in that. Oh my Lord. They just both absolutely went for me.
What about a D?
Damage, aggression, style, control.
What about a D noise?
I think that's how much... Yeah, I think that's how much damage they did. You got Sergeant Bash, you got the arena... Oh, there's Secure Lock. Look at that.
Okay, yeah.
Pixelated son of... Oh, just look at him.
Okay, so this actually sounds a lot better. I'll show you what I was doing. So if I turn this off, you can hear like a slight sort of staticky hum in the background.
Okay, so we're right over the other side. Way over there.
There's like a weird sort of grainy noise. If you're wearing headphones, you'll be able to hear it. On a phone, it won't really matter, but you want to sort of make it as good as you can for everyone. If I then turn this on...
There. I can't really show you very much.
That is now gone, which is fantastic. That's what we want, so we keep that in. Again, check your audio levels after you've done anything, because...
I can't really remember how to do this. Oh, okay. So you hit forwards.
See this? It's
Oh, God.
dropped the audio ever so slightly, which is annoying, so then we have to add up 2.
God, he's going to do so much damage with that.
Perfect.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Perfect. We're
Stop.
back up in between those sort of 2 levels. Again, sorry that it's very loud. But now we export it. Like, once you're happy with it, you go to the export. Export will then basically solidify the video a little bit. He says it takes a little bit of time, depending on how many changes you've made. You can run it here, and this is your final product. So when you run it,
Welcome.
you want to just have a quick shift through, make sure it's all good. Okay, see how there's no black lines? If there's black lines on your end video, you'll see them here. Okay, but we're creating a video at the right size. We're audioing okay. I don't really know what that means. Whatever, that's fine. Check the video height again. Check the FPS. All of this stuff. I'm quite happy with that. Naming. Make sure you get your naming right. If I where did I put that? So we are using, this is my naming convention. You don't have to do it like this, but this is my one. This is the video that we're currently messing with. Okay, a copy of this anyway. So we right click, we rename, we copy that with just Control C. For me, this is how I keep track of everything. So I'm just going to minimize you. I'm just going to paste you there, and I'm just going to add 2. If you don't add the 2, it will rewrite what you've got there. And the other thing is, if you don't have like .mp4, you see I'm missing the dot, mp4 becomes part of the name. So we add the dot. I'm sure you can add .mvk or whatever have you, but for now, this is fine for me. We export. Boop. Exporting videos takes a little bit of time, which is perfect because I'm probably going to go and grab a tea that I think you can see behind me. It's up there. I need to take all the tea bags out of it as well. But you will see me somewhat fast. Yeah, so it's exporting. We've got 17, 16 minutes. I'm just going to grab a tea and then we'll get started on the Photoshop. Okay. Okay, so BRB, 1 second. My pot of cold tea, can you see it? Ooh, that's good. Beautiful. It's very hot. It's sort of muggy today in the UK, so I'm just going to remove these. There's 1, there's 2, there should be another one in somewhere. There you go, there's 3. Don't judge me. I know it's the way you're supposed to have tea, but I don't like it. It's... We stick that back up there. Howdy doody. Right. Okay. Yeah, so we've got about 11 minutes of encoding time. We're going to get started on the thumbnail before this finishes. So, this is basically creating the video file that we need. So I'm just going to drag this over here so you can't see it, but I can. I'm going to minimize. No, I'm not. Okay, doesn't want me to do that. Good to know. Oh, it's because it's doing the encoding. That's fine. We can go other ways. If you see all of this stuff beginning to create, don't worry about it. It's just creating the audio file and the video file, and then it compresses them together at the end. Okay, so don't worry about that too much. You'll see like quite a few of these. If you're not encoding a video and those are there, it means something went horrendously wrong and you can delete them. I'm actually going to open the actual video itself in another window because we don't actually need that. So there we go.
Hello, hold on.
So what Premiere Pro does, this is a little bit of software engineering type stuff for you, but it creates a copy when it opens it in Premiere Pro. So you can actually mess and watch the video here. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to open Photoshop. There we go. Nope, 2019, 2022. So we're opening up this one. Oh, I just realised I've just got like black screen behind me. Should we change that? What background should we have, thy fellows? Let's have a look. So we got this one. What part will look good? I do love looking at the old ones. Maybe this. Maybe, although it might be a bit busy. I don't know. How does it look? A bit busy. Carrying on. In fact, I've got like... Oh, actually, yeah, that one might actually look pretty good. Poor computer be struggling. Artsy. I don't know. Maybe we just go for the nope. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. That's okay. Yeah, welcome to Photoshop. So now we're gonna create the thumbnail for it. Jesus Christ, that's loud. I hate Creative Cloud. Like, just give me Photoshop and only Photoshop. I know you love data and want to steal it, but just give me Photoshop without having to connect all this stuff and slowing down my experience. Oh, you know? Right. Come on, Photoshop. Huh? Why, you know... Hello? New file. It usually brings up, there we go. Usually brings up all the like stuff that you had before. So new file. Again, I like to use this one because this one actually looks good for YouTube when you've done it. Also, when you're creating a thumbnail, just export it as a JPEG. It does some compression. Sorry, I got itchy here. Does some compression on the colors, but as a thing, as a thumbnail, you're not really going to notice it. JPEG is fine, and it makes the file size small enough so as YouTube will accept it, because YouTube will only accept a 2 MB thumbnail size. So we add all of that. Okay, right. So now we have our blank canvas. It's here. There's nothing in it. You've just got a background. No. Yes, you just got a background. So let's watch our video, see what we get, shall we? What's going on here? Oh, you're just taking a while. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, let's take a look at our image. Let's take a look at our video then. So let's open up the video. We make it large. I'm actually going to turn the volume pretty low for this. Remember, this is our unedited video.
Welcome.
Cool, a bit loud.
Robot Wars.
Okay, right. I'm just going to skip through this quite a bit. See, what I could do... Oh, Jesus, my back. Okay, right. What I could do is I could, if I go back, I could just use that as like a start. Just grab this bit and then have like me behind it, or have it like in the middle of my chest, sort of here, which I could do. It might look quite nice. But we might have a look and see what there is better. Maybe actually what I could do is make sunglasses out of that. So then just like a picture of my face with like Robot Wars in my eyes. That could be pretty good. Yeah, and then at the background, like this has actually, like this and this, just have lots of images of me getting trashed. Or like lots of different robots, maybe like a Sakillalot thing behind me, maybe like a Sergeant Bash thing. I think we go with that. So the way that we do this to begin with is I think we screenshot this. If you hold Alt and then press screenshot, it screenshots the window you're on. Then you can go over to our lovely boy Photoshop over here, and you can just Control V and paste that. And it's in, and it starts it on its own separate layer. You can use this, and you can move it around the layer. Lovely. I want this. So if I right click on this masking tool here, it will show you some others. He says, if we weren't thinking, look. So I can do it one of two ways. I can either do this and then just and sort of grab it that way, which actually worked really well. Cool. If it works, don't question it. We can hit, so Control J, basically, whatever you've masked up, make sure you're on the right layer, whatever you've masked up, it will create a copy of that little bit. So if I hit Control J, it like clones it. but it only clones that circle. So now if I turn, you can see all your layers here. These are your visibility of your layers. If I turn this one off, it now shows me only the bit that I wanted. And then if I turn this one off, it all disappears. I can do this, I can do this. So it's all there again. I'm just going to turn off this one because we might use some stuff from that. So keep it there, but just have it turned off. Select the right layer. Control T transforms whatever's in that layer, and you can make it bigger and smaller. I'm going to make some sunglasses for me, or maybe just Robot Wars in my eyes. So we'll see. My back's a bit sore. Sorry. Desktop. Let's have a look at my YouTube pics. There we go. Right. I want a picture of me. See, that's quite a nice one, but I don't think I have that. With the pictures of me, I always try and do, again, naming conventions really help you out. So whenever it's a picture of me, I try and do me underscore and then whatever it is, because then it's all together in one place. I could have separate files for this, but you know, so there, I have this. That could be pretty cool. What about this one? Let me see it. No, I look too upset. We might have to go to my Instagram to have a look at some pictures of me. You're not going to see this because it's on a different page. I am just going to double check and make sure. Lovely, lovely. Instagram. Let's go connect in. Hey, you're going to get to see my Instagram. First time on stream. Oh, whoop-de-hoo. It doesn't matter though, because everyone I know, or everyone that watches this, is actually me anyway. He's actually friends with me anyway, like in real life, so it doesn't matter. Turn on notifications. Huh, absolutely not. How dare you? How dare you, Instagram? You even ask. You even pretend like you know. Okay, right, so let's get a picture of me. So, this is me. Howdy do. And friends, and such, and things, and junk. What do we go for? That could be good. It's me in my old house, me in the gym, hence my back being absolutely ruined. Me at my old house after, I can't really remember. Oh, I like that, but that would be a really good one to use if I had the other side of my face, because then I could have something in here. I want something where I look super excited. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not very photogenic as a person. Maybe we go for this one, but we put smile. So like we drag the corners of the mouth and we're like, my dog. My dog. Okay. Maybe not. I don't know. Actually, this one might work. You know, we can stretch the arms out, make them bigger, but I actually think that will work just fine. So, once again, we control Alt, print screen, we go over to Photoshop, we just control V to paste it. It's in, it creates it on its own separate layer. We control T. Right. We don't want this big box here. So what we're actually going to do is I'm just going to mask me out of it. So I'm going to make this nice and big. Okay, right, I want me. You see me here? I want that. So we're going to use the little magic brush tool. We're going to click and click and click. Like I said last time, you click, you don't drag, because if it highlights something wrong, you can always Control Z it and it will get rid of it. Right. Photoshop is so damn janky with this. Like, look, it's just basically highlighting the entire thing. But it's got, barring my feet. Okay, right. It looks for edges, basically. That's what Photoshop does. Right, we're going to bring this way down now. And we're going to start removing parts. Beep, beep. Yeah, if you don't... Like I said, Photoshop looks for edges. So you can like click your way around it. But when it tries to get rid of a big part, it'll either get it perfectly or it will remove a horrendous amount. It'll do one of two. You see this? There's a lot of edges here, so it's gonna like shit itself a little bit. Oh. It's not gonna like my arm, I don't think. Oh, wait. It kind of got it. There we go. There we go. We click. Okay. But you see this. Sometimes it just won't even care and it will just remove the entirety of basically everything you want. But you keep clicking, you get rid of all the little bits. You click. See, look, big hard edges, very helpful. Photoshop likes that. So we are now masked, okay? If you hit Control J, we are then on our own little separate plane of existence. See? There's some weird edging bits that we can get rid of, but this I no longer have a need for us, so I can just delete it. I am now on the wrong thing, so click back to the layer. If you hit Control T, it will highlight what layer you're on and where the edges of the thing that you're playing with are. I'm just going to rub out these little weird bits of lines. Photoshop is very, very good and strong. Like, what is this, Photoshop? Like, honestly, what is? Why have you made my arms look tiny? They're tiny in real life, but why are you making them look tiny? You know? And like this, look. You see this? And like all of this, what is that? Okay, right. That looks better. Let's make us huge. Cool. Now we get the Robot Wars like logo thing. We bring it up, we hit Control T, we make it small. Small boys. Even smaller, so it turns out. Control, copy and paste, or you can like J or whatever, but I'm just going to Control C and Control V here. We do Control T, we move this one up. I might actually need just this like middle bit. If I go down to me, Control T, make me even bigger. Yes, and then Control T, make sure that these are in the right place, and you can like angle them slightly. Control T, angle. Make these big. To be honest, the thumbnail is generally the part that takes me the longest, because I get way too artsy with it. See, they look really far apart. Maybe I'll bring these closer. But that's just like the perfectionist in me. You can do what you want. Okay. So I think that's kind of fun. I'm gonna remove some of this stuff because look at this. Look at this. What is this? Like, what even is, you know? And like all of this. Look at this. What is that? Okay. Oh, no. Control Z. I'm like, what is that? What's going on there? And that's where your cloning tool comes in. So this is the cloning tool. If you right click, you got pattern stamp and cloning tool. Go cloning tool. Sure, whatever. You hold Alt, and that's the part that you're going to clone. So we're cloning that bit. Nope, we're going to clone this bit. And again, click your way to victory. And then we can actually do this. We can twist it a little. We can smudge that. We can like blur it in basically. If we just do that, make the blur pretty heavy. Don't know why it does that sometimes. Is it because I'm on the wrong one? What is it doing? And by it, I mean me, obviously. Oh, there we go. It'll do. Lovely. Lovely. So now we're going to add some stuff behind me. So when we add the stuff behind me in these layers, actually, what we might want is some hard edges here. Yeah, we're going to go hard edges because I'm going to line myself off. If you have soft edges like this, when you try and line yourself off, it's going to, it gives you like a real thick line, and we don't want that. What we want is a real hard, because it basically looks for like white pixels. I think cool. I think very cool. We do that. Whoop. Right click to give yourself an outline. You just right click. You go blending strokes and whatnot. We then we add a stroke. Boop. Haha! You see, it gives you weirdness. I'm gonna change the color a little bit to like a red or like a green. Orange, perfect. 2 pixels. We're actually just going to go for 1. There we go. Okay, right. So it's given us some weirdness. You can use the rubber to just rub some of this out. This will actually look much better once once we've put a background in. But we're just making sure everything is solid, ready for the background. Okay, I am going to add I need this to be way smaller. I'm just going to add some sunglasses. Don't mind me. Don't like that line. We go again. There we go. So we add a little line here. Nope, don't like that one. Control Z. That looks better. That looks better. Nice. Right. and then we can sharpen me up. If you click on your person. Actually, I'm just going to add some black up here. It looks a bit weird otherwise. Right, let's sharpen our boy up. Let's sharpen me up. So if I go layer, we can add a filter. We can sharpen. We can sharpen. Cool, that did nothing. Let's have a look again. And again, this is a lot of, like, weirdly, the creative process is a lot of trial and error. Sharpen edges. Cool. Did nothing. You can do smart sharpen. Are we still encoding that video, or is it done now? I think it might be done. Yeah, it's done. Okay, once you're done with the video encoding, you can just exit out. Do I want to save? Nah. I don't believe in saving. Life's not fun when you do that. Okay. So, amount. Let's go way down. What is this? What is all this? You see this? What is all this? Reduce noise. Absolutely not. Stop being weird. Okay. Amount. This takes a really long time to, like, do things. There we go. You see, it takes a long time to, like, go off. So I'm going to reduce the noise there. What is that? But I mean, that actually looks kind of cool. It's going to take a little while to, like, kick in. It's a little less. Maybe radius comes down. Again, trial and error your way to victory with this. There we go. Reduce noise. What about if I reduce loads of noise? If you got a good graphics card, this will do a lot faster, but I don't, so we just sort of deal with it where we can. Alright, it'll do. Why not? Cool. Right, now let's add some background. This is always the fun bit. So we go back to our video. God. Terrible.
Whale of a time, and I feel like this one is going to go. Okay, it's
I want some, like.
Statistics. We can look at the robots before we get in.
Okay.
Let's have a look at our.
I don't need the noise anymore. So what I'm looking for now is just, like, something that's really memorable. So there's always a picture of, like, Sakillalot. Oh yeah, you 2D son of a. I want, like, a straightforward shot. Ah, we missed. Okay, right. So if you hit the back arrow, you'll jump back 5 seconds, and then you can just hold E, and that moves you frame by frame. So this is how we choose, like, the perfect one to do. Because there's, like, a picture up here where he looks menacing as balls, but it's, like, just before the switch. Nearly there. 4:39. Remember it, chat. Remember it. There. So I kind of want the claw because that makes it really look like him. I think that's as big as I'm going to get him. So we print screen, we add it. So if I just do that, I just paste you there. Oh, actually, that's something that I should be doing now. Just by the way, I need to add this layer, and this layer, because at the moment, if I turn myself off, they're still there. What I want to do is join all of these together. So we select them all. We write. If you hold down Control and you click on stuff, it will highlight them together. Then you can just merge layers. And now it all goes and it all comes back the same. Nice. This is going to be somewhat easy because we want to keep a lot of stuff around him. So what we'll do is we'll just get the rubber, we'll make it huge. Hardness will go down quite a lot. Nope, wrong layer selected. Control Z that just in case I did anything. Okay, yeah, make sure you've always got the right layer selected. And then we'll just like rub out a whole host of this. But we want to keep some of the like nice stuff, some of the fun stuff. All this like barring and stuff like that. It's mainly just like the me bit needs to go. Yep, so me can go. The reason that I'm doing it this way as well is because, like I said, I want to keep as much of the original image basically as I can. So like that will do. Because then if I hit Control T, I can like really mess with it now. So I can like do that, or like, in fact, I might even just want to yeah, and then I think we just put a huge Robot Wars sign on this side. Yeah, I think yes. So let's get the rubber out. We'll rub out everything sort of down around me. So we get our rubber out, make it nice and big, make the hardness really low, because then all of the pictures will like come together somewhat easily. They'll like thing into each other. So there we go. We just rub all that out. That looks quite nice. Might even take him up a little bit because at the moment I think he's quite low and I want him to be quite high. I might put some red light, some like red eyes into him. Okay, I'll rub this out. We'll put some fire behind us and then we'll just do some huge Robot Wars logos. I think yes. I think that's what we'll go for. We need fire. I believe actually I downloaded one that was just fire once. Oh no, I think I might have just connected it straight to Dudley's one. Is it in my downloads? Happy Rock, High Oct. Oh no, this is all music. No, so I'm going to show you where to get it online. So if we go online, I've got a thing called free content. Basically, if you just type in like free images and stuff like that, you get ones that are open source, free to use. These are the ones that we want. Again, I think you can use basically any, but what's like, why expose yourself to that sort of risk, you know? So I'm just going to type in fire. It comes up with a whole host of fiery goodness. I'm probably going to use one like this because it's got a lot of fire around. Or like this. That looks pretty good. Yes, so we want this. So we click on it. We download it. Download free. See? Free to use under use/license. We can then just click and drag it on. It'll be huge. Probably cover most of the screen. take a little while to load in because I'm live streaming as well. Cool, perfect. We just grab this, we drag it to the side, we put Sakillalot over the top of that. Again, where you put your stuff is going to be huge for this. And then what we can do is we can actually rub out some of the stuff that doesn't look so great. So like all of this, it looks a bit weird. So I can just do that. There we go. That looks good. And then I'm just going to get those. Oh no, I've connected them together. God damn it. Okay, right. We go back, 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 back. Yeah. Come on. Show me the big icon. There we go. Perfect. Screenshot that. We control paste. Turn me off. Make sure this is connected or what have you. We're going to actually make this kind of... Actually, what we could do, we'll just get like a huge thing and then just rub some of it out. Yeah, I think yes. No, make it a little smaller. I actually want this to be somewhat close. There we go. We go Control J that, so I don't have to rub it all out. We delete this. We then, I'm just going to add a, make sure you got the right one connected. Just going to add a border around this. This time we're going to go on the inside versus the outside. So we go stroke. Like I said, at the moment, it's on the outside. This is big enough that I can actually put it on the inside and I can make it. Be careful with the pixel sizes, because if you do like, it's 1 now, so you think, oh, 5 wouldn't be too much. And it seems fine. Like, oh, maybe like sort of a 15, and it'll just randomly be absolutely huge. So be really careful about that. But 15 actually doesn't look that bad. We're not losing anything. I want this to be incredibly bright. Incredibly bright. I want it to like match the Robot Wars logo quite a bit. I want it to be super fucking yellow. Perfect. Perfect. Cohesive. That's what we like. I could turn down the opacity on this layer just a little bit. Let me Control T this. I want to put this way over here. And then we bring me back in. Oof. And then we just mess around with where I am, because I don't think I need to be like right there. I feel like I could be a little higher up or a little lower down. I feel like this could possibly be down here. Basically, I want it all to say Robot Wars. Perfect. And I look a little bit like a mad scientist, which is what we always go for here. Make you a little bit smaller. Stick you in. Beautiful. I just want to put some red eyes on Sakillalot. This is nice and easy to do. Select the brush. Go to red. The reddest of reds. There we go. Make your thing quite large, but make the hardness quite small.